Hello, Zane. We are back with the final game of the final game series of the day.
We are, and I'm looking forward to it because usually the last game is the best.
Usually something crazy happens. For example,
Frost
I end up
spectator.
playing instead of spectating.
Wait, okay, with Frost against Chef. No, what's he called again? Steph. No, Jeff. Steph.
Not Jeff.
Frost against Steph.
Frost against Steph. They're both diamond.
Zerg versus Random.
Oh, I was told he's a Protoss player. Well, that's interesting.
I think you should probably clarify that.
I have no clue. If he's playing random, it's news to me. Okay, he's actually not playing random. He is
We
playing
have
Protoss.
finally a non-Terran game. We have a ZVP.
It's our first ever Protoss.
Yeah.
We've played like 10 matches.
Kevin just
today.
walked past, sing a song, winner of the first game.
What's up, sing a song?
A lot of celebrities walking around here.
Woo! Big man
And we're in the loading screen on Catalina.
Yep, here we are. Loading
Steph
into the
against
map.
Frost.
What do you think we're going to see in
Not
this
the
game?
map Frost, the player Frost.
No, the player Frost. It'll be confusing if we go to the map Frost, because then...
When we say Frost, no one will know if we're talking about the map or the player.
No, I wouldn't have a clue anymore. It'd be very confusing.
Imagine both players were called Frost.
But guess what, Zane?
And in the top of Catalina, representing Cambridge, we do have the blue Protoss player, Steph. And at the bottom of Catalina, we do have the red Zerg representing Imperial, who has already won. Frost.
We have one. Steph acknowledging that Cambridge have got whooped.
Actually,
So both players are maybe going to do some interesting
how
stuff
about if
this
Steph
game.
wins without losing a unit, then we'll go to ace match.
Alright, we'll keep up the units lost tab then for the rest of this game to make sure.
See, let's check out the end to make it more exciting, so that they don't know.
Alright. You never know
Yeah.
if you don't have the stats up.
Exactly.
Who can say?
And even when you do that stuff, sometimes they can be wrong.
Yeah, this is true. So yeah, not a lot going on at the moment.
So the most interesting thing right now is this pylon placement. We see the pylons in the main base. That means that we're not going to be seeing a Forge expand, which is quite common on this map actually. So we're going to be seeing some kind of Nexus first into Gateway, or perhaps a Gateway into Nexus, perhaps a Gas Nexus. And
Looks
it looks
like a Gateway expand on 13.
Gateway expand, but I mean,
gate.
my personal favorite build in this matchup is going 13 gate into 17 Nexus. But Steph opting to go for a more standard approach, getting that gas, not scouting. It's quite, I mean, some players like to scout, some players don't. It's an option. And when you're doing a build like this and building the pylon here, you're usually quite safe against early pulls anyways.
Yeah, on the plus side, he's not being cheesed, so he's going to be okay for now. Frost opting for the hatchery first before even getting down a pool.
Yeah. First.
Gas as well. And then
Greedy
eventually
build.
you'll be getting
a greedy build, but
pool.
also a very strong build, especially against the build that Steph is doing. This is exactly like what he wants to do. Like when he sees this, he'll be happy. He'll be like, oh, I'm glad I opened this.
Yeah, there's the gateway, the cybernetic score. Sorry,
Yeah.
going down as well before the expansion.
Cybercore second.
Yeah.
Or third actually.
Third after the assimilator. Yeah, you're right. Getting the gas nice and early, and hopefully we'll be seeing that expansion
And
going
putting the
down
chrono
soon.
into probes.
That's what you want to be doing.
Sometimes people save another chrono so they can chrono like the Stalker, the Warp Gate, and the Mothership Core at the same time. But Steph playing the more economical game. He's also going to go probably cancel this Zealot and take his Nexus early. Or no, he's gonna.
He's scouting
Oh, he's
for
scouting.
something.
Okay,
It might have been a misclick.
He's scouting for early links. That's actually
The Zealot
smart.
gets cancelled, and
Just as expected, all according to
here comes
Kaikaku.
the Nexus.
Kaikaku means plan, by the way.
Is that like Ahana?
Ohana means family.
Well, I mean, yeah. And
And
what does family mean?
family means nobody gets forgotten. No, what? I forgot it.
You forgot what family means.
Nobody gets left behind or forgotten.
There we
So-
go. Got there in the end.
And Frost, he knows what's up. He's wiggling his Overlord around just a bit.
He's
just
feeling a bit
cheeky.
frosty.
He sees the Cybercore's not, the
the
Gateway's not making
Mothership
anything.
Core.
He knows the Stalker's ages away from coming up. He knows the Overlord can make it back here in time.
Mothership Core is out to
Mothership
save
Core,
the day.
I mean, it can bump into the Overlord, sure, but does it do damage? I don't think so.
No,
I
but
mean,
it looks funny.
If it does, the Overlord's regenerate is higher than the damage rate.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Forge coming down now. Okay,
So
gonna get some wall in going.
Someone wanted to play a bit safe. I don't even think he knows where his opponent spawned at this point.
I don't. He hasn't scouted at all. Wrong scout. No, he hasn't ever left his ramp. In fact, the probe going to the bottom of the ramp was the most adventurous his units have ever got.
Steph subscribing to the school of show in not scouting, and to the school of parting in the advent of this robotics facility.
I don't give a fuck what my opponent is
fact,
doing. I'm just going to blindly build stuff.
This one, usually you get 2 gases when you're going to go for an immortal sentry on him. The fact that he's only has one gas means he's probably going to be doing the hipster parting immortal on him, which is where you go like 1 sentry, then you take guys off gas and just after making 2 immortals, just crank out the zealots, pure zealots. But at the same time,
I don't know how that's going to work out for him. I kind of like having gas as a Protoss.
Well, I mean, we're doing a what? Zealot?
Zealot drop? Yeah, Zealot +1.
Oh, I know what we're saying. We're saying a warp gate, warp prism 7 gate.
Ah, okay.
That's why he hasn't made anything out of this gateway. He's even walled off totally. So
yeah, it's a full wall
he's full walling to put his opponent into a full sense of security, so he can come in with this warp prism.
Stargate or something, maybe.
Oh, and the more. So I guess we're gonna see. Oh, okay, yeah, I know what this is now. This is a very old school build. This was used around BlizzCon 2013, where you drop the 2 immortals and then warp in zealots at the same time. Very powerful build. And I mean, Frost has a good overlord spread, so he might see this. But if he doesn't, he needs to have a lot of micro on his side.
Frost going up to a 3rd base already, feeling pretty confident in his current position, but here are the 5 more gateways.
To be honest, this is actually quite late of a 3rd base timing for a Zerg in this matchup.
This is true. 5 more gateways on the way.
Really, if this overlord just moved up and saw all of this, he would have a good idea of what was going on.
Scouting is overrated, mind you.
But now everything lies on this warp prism. The funny thing is, Steph doesn't even know where his opponent is. So I wonder, is he going to send the warp prism down here and then get spotted by the overlord? Or is he going to send it here and then here?
It's going to go straight through that overlord right there, actually, now you mention it.
It's going to go straight through the overlord, which is going to be a huge tell for Frost, who's making Hydralisks at the moment, actually.
Well, yeah, as I said, he's going to assume his opponent's making Stargates because he's walled himself in. Like, what else is he going to be doing?
And
here come the Zealots.
One Hydralisk.
The one Hydralisk is going to be a real threat.
Where is the army? Can we see the units tab very quickly?
Does he have an army?
1 Hydralisk is the...
That's the whole army. That's
and
it.
only 45 drones.
No,
I don't see how he can hold this.
Did you just
55
see how many
drones.
He just made 10
game's
drones.
over.
He made a round of drones. How's he going to defend this with drones? You don't defend this with drones, though.
Oh my god. And
Zane, when you see...
because the layer's going to die.
When you see a warp prism coming out of your walled-in Protoss opponent's face, what do you make?
I make stalkers.
No, that's a good point. But you don't make 10 drones.
No, I don't make 10 drones.
No, that's the exact thing that you shouldn't be making.
You
This
should
is
not be
bad
making
for
10 drones.
Frost is good.
Frost is dead. But could he be playing in the next map on Frost?
I hope so. It'll make my day.
And we have
Here come the boys.
we have a lot of drones on the map, but it doesn't really
Here come a
matter
lot of
when there's that many zealots and that many immortals. And a bonus support that didn't even need to use any of its energy up.
The mothership core is going to go.
Bonus support dies.
That's kind of bad.
Some stellar micro from Frost. Even in this situation, he still makes sure to get the most out of all of his units. But when those units are drones, it doesn't really matter.
There are 36 drones dead.
Steph takes the first
Those
game
10
in
drones did not help.
blindingly quick, convincing fashion.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal.
That was more brutal than the single-player campaign on Brutal.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's not that brutal, though.
No, it's not.
No, it's really not.
But it's still, my statement was still true.
Still interesting to see there. We got to see something we haven't seen yet. Some nice drop play from the Protoss.
Not unless you watch BlizzCon 2013 and watch Naniwa play.
Well, yeah, but Naniwa doesn't play, he just rage quits.
Naniwa doesn't just rage quit.
Anyway.
He wins a lot.
I win.
You don't rage quit when you win unless you're Forsen, who's a very bad and then you try support, and then you're like GG and you just ignore him. And then you play him again later, like 3 months, and then you're like, oh shit, doorbell's ringing, PP, and you pause, and you come back and you unpause the game. Very bad man.
That is bad.
And then he switched to Hustle and got lots of viewers.
Wow. that ends it for the first game. We'll be back in a second with game 2 once our friend
Michael and our other friend Steph
have chosen the map.
which I hope is Frost.